Hey, what's up, YouTube Nation? 10Dog92 signing on, back for another review, or back for another video. That is. Um, I wasn't expecting having to do this video. I knew that NASCAR was going to make tweaks for 2020 regarding the schedule, as you can see in the title of the video. The 2020 schedule, that is, for the Cup Series, but I don't think we were all expecting the massive changes they made. Some people are saying it's not a lot of changes, but it kind of is. It kind of is. And then when I first saw the schedule come out yesterday at 4, I was like, oh god, it's probably not going to be much, this and that, and ready for the shit show pretty much, because you never know with NASCAR these days. They make rules, and then the next week they have different rules, so whatever. Whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna read off the schedule to you guys. I have it right here. And I'll talk about it. Yeah. So, first off, the season will kick off with the Clash on February 9th, 2020, Sunday. Doesn't say the times. I'm hoping they go back to a night Clash race event, because the day ones, I don't know what the hell the deal is with the day ones. The day ones suck. This year sucked anyway. So then you got the duels on Thursday, February 13th, and those are at night. The 500 for 2020, Daytona 500 is on February 16th. So that's all the same, those 3 weeks. And then right off the bat, they're going to the West Coast swing. They're not gonna be going to Atlanta, like the past few years they have been. So they're doing Vegas, Auto Club, ISM. Excuse me, those 3 weeks, and then they go to Atlanta. Here's the next. So Atlanta's in the beginning of the year. So instead of the second race of the year, it is now the third, three, four, five. It's the fifth race of the year for next year. Um, the first big change that they made, that I personally myself like, is that Homestead is now in March. Now, personally, if I was making the schedule, I would have done Daytona 500, and then I would have done Homestead, because then you would have been in Florida back-to-back weeks. You wouldn't really have to travel. Well, I don't know. It'd be cool to go from Daytona to Homestead, but whatever. And then do the West Coast swing, and then do Atlanta after the West Coast swing. So, but whatever. So anyway, after Homestead next year, that's on March 22nd. They do Texas and Bristol, and then they have their first off weekend of the year, the weekend of Sunday, April 12th, 2020. And that is due to the fact Easter falls on that weekend. Richmond, Talladega, and Dover are after that off weekend. That's stayed about the same. The next major change you got is Martinsville. Martinsville is now moved from March to May on Mother's Day weekend. It is now under the lights. It's now going to be under the lights of the spring race. I personally really am excited about that, and I know a lot of people are as well. I know you guys can't see my face. I look like I'm falling. I'm trying to hold the iPad and have good light for you guys. So yeah, you got Martinsville. Then they head down to Charlotte for 2 weeks for the All-Star. Oh wait. Oh no, it's the same. So you got 2 weeks in Charlotte, the All Star, and then the 600. Um, and then you got you have Kansas. That's the same. Or no, I don't wait. Yeah. You have Kansas, Michigan, Sonoma, Chicagoland on Father's Day weekend. I think I heard them saying, or somebody online said it. Uh, and then another big change is Pocono. Pocono is doing a doubleheader next year. June 27th and 28th is the Pocono doubleheader. Now, a lot of people are scratching their heads about this, how they don't like it, this and that, and a lot of the people that are not liking it are the people that have never been to Pocono. I can't say I've never been to Pocono because Pocono is my home track, and the only issue I have with Pocono from previous years, including this year, and so many years going back in the schedule, is that Pocono was so close together. So they go there in June, and then they go there in like July. So it's like 5 weeks apart, not even. It's really really close together. I've just never been a fan of that. I know I love Pocono. Don't get me wrong. I just believe that if they're doing the two races a year, they should do one in the early summer like they do, and then do the other one either in early September ish, or I don't know, just get rid of the second race, I guess, for the Cup Series. I don't know, but I don't think that'll happen. I love the track, like I said, so those are my opinions. I'm excited to see how the doubleheader goes. Apparently, they're gonna have Truck and Xfinity up there at the same time, so that's gonna be another factor. Uh, the the infield's gonna be able to hold everything, I believe, because of how big the place is. It's not like they're gonna be at this short track or a mile track. It's a 2.5 mile racetrack, guys. So they're gonna have room, plenty of room. Indianapolis, after Pocono's doubleheader weekend, they go to Indy, 4th of July weekend, and that's a big change. Um, Me personally, I haven't been a fan of Indy's product of racing for the Cup cars and just in general for NASCAR since 2016, and that was the year after Jeff won his final IndyCar or final uh, NASCAR race there. Or no, that's not his final time, but you know what I'm saying. His last Indy uh, Annapolis Motor Speedway NASCAR race, I should say. So that's a big change. Then after that, you have Kentucky, you have New Hampshire, and then they have a double 2 week in a row off weekend, and that's due to the fact that the Summer Olympics are next year. So NBC covers NASCAR in the summertime and then till the end of the year, and they also cover the Olympics. So there's that answer why they did that. Obviously, it's going to change in 2021, I believe, of the doubleheader off weekend, 2 weeks in a row. After the off weekend, they don't have an off weekend till the season's over. So, yeah. Then they go to Michigan again. They go to Watkins Glen. Now, Michigan, they're in Michigan in June. And then August 9th. So, I guess I can't really give them crap about. Oh. Michigan's really the only short proximity of weeks that the Cup Series has now for starting next year. So, whatever. Then they have Dover. I'm gonna call it for next year the the Triple D, because you got Dover now is in August, late August. You have Daytona is now the last race of the regular season. And then to kick off the chase, I still call it the chase. To kick off the chase next year, you have Darlington. So that's really cool. Now the cool thing is that for next year's uh, chase, they have 3 night races, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they have 3 night races in a row. So you have Darlington, Richmond, and Bristol. So that's another big change. Bristol has been moved from the August race to September, so you're probably going to have a little cooler temperatures, not by much. Not going to be as hot, obviously, for the fans, which is awesome. And then after Bristol, they go to Vegas. They go to Talladega. They go to the Roval in Charlotte. They go to Kansas, Texas. Martinsville is the last chance to make it in to the round of the Final Four. So, and then they're at ISM. Phoenix International Raceway is now the championship race. So, like I said, you're probably going to see another change for the 2021 schedule, but this is the first time in quite some time that they've announced the schedule for the Cup Series this early in the year. So, looking forward to the changes, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and the rundown of the 2020 schedule for the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. Like I said, it's probably going to just be for next year, this schedule layout. I look for another big schedule change for 2021. Due to the fact that the contract freeze is over for tracks in 2021, so stay tuned for the next video, guys. Peace. Hendog92 signing off.